So, welcome to today's class where I'll be taking a practical class for Easy Worship. If you are joining, welcome. You can just do well to drop a comment. You can do well to drop your question in the comment section. So we'll be starting shortly. I want to generate a link for the live stream. I'm actually live streaming. Right. So I think I've been able to share the link and we are about to start. So have we all written down the table of contents? So I can turn my system now. Right. Yes, it's worship 7. Sorry, that link I pasted on the platform. Can someone test the link? The link, like just test it to see that our audio is coming out. You can hear the audio clearly. All right. All right. So good evening, everyone. Welcome to our class on Easy Worship 7. I'm going to be teaching um, a practical class um, on Easy Worship 7. So if you are joining us live, you can do well to drop your question in the comment section, and I will do well to answer them maybe after the class. So the table of contents we are going to be handling in this class, if you all have jotted it down, please try and help me reach out to Yola so that you can join the class. So the table of content we are handling will be number one, introduction to Easy Worship 7, understanding, number two, understanding the Easy Worship 7 interface, number three, installation and setting up Easy Worship 7, number four, understanding Easy Worship database, number five, creating and managing songs, number six, adding and managing Bible translation, number seven, creating presentation and announcement, number eight, working with images, number nine, working with videos, number 10, backgrounds and visuals, number 11, creating and managing schedules, number 12, live presentation demo, number 13, stage display, 14, using multiple screen, 15, audio and video configuration, 16, live streaming with Easy Worship, 17, using NDI and other video outputs, 18, importing and managing media, 19, fonts, text and formatting, 20, transition presentation effects, 21, church service workflow, 22, troubleshoot common problems, 23, media team best practice, 24, practical class exercise, 25, final. Let's just put 25 and 26 as our conclusion. Now, for as many that are following us live, I just pasted the Easy Worship. So I'm pasting the Easy Worship table of content. Okay. All right. So I believe you should be able to see the table of content by the right. All right. So we'll dive straight into the first one, which is introduction of His worship. Now let me check to see if we're having um, anyone joining. Okay, so we have 3 views so far. I believe they are still coming. Please, if you have questions, you can do what to drop in the comment section. All right. So the first one, introduction to Easy Worship. Okay. I think Biola, I can see that you are in already. So you can just scroll back and go through what we said. think maybe I should do a duplicate of my screen so that, because I'm kind of struggling with um I will do a duplicate that then I could do. All right, so I'm going to duplicate my screen so that we'll be able to. Okay. So at any point in time, if you have any issue, you can just do what to drop drop it at the comment section. So introduction to Easy Worship. So Easy Worship is a church presentation software uh, that is designed to help churches display and manage multimedia content during worship services, during sermons, and other events. So let me come again with that statement. Easy Worship is a presentation software. So does anybody else I see code? I want to copy something for this. Easy Worship is a presentation software. Behind the term Easy Worship, it is a software that is being used in managing display. That is being used in managing display. I'm trying to copy this out of it. So bring back Easy Worship. I believe you guys can all see my screen. All right, so thanks for the code. For as many that are just joining, I can see that we have 7 persons currently, and I believe more on the way. This is the practical class for Easy Worship 7. For as many that are on the platform, Church Media Creative, I should have dropped like an announcement, or I should have dropped like an invitation earlier. But the main plan wasn't to really stream it on that platform, but for the sake of as many that want to learn, that's why it's being streamed on that platform. So, okay, let me open. I'm trying to open. What's next? So everything you're going to learn here, please try your possible best to give us your undivided attention as we carry on in the class. So I've talked about introduction, and I've talked about I'm talking about the first one, which is introduction to Easy Worship. Okay, I just saw your comments, Mudupe Emmanuel. Okay, so I said Easy Worship is a presentation software So I'm trying to open this stuff. So there you're laughing. You're crying. Yeah, I'll use another. I have to use another app. All right. So as many that join, you can just scroll backward and check what I've said so far. So I've actually explained the table of contents. I've also explained Easy Worship. So I said Easy Worship is a church presentation software designed to help church display and manage multimedia content during worship services, not just worship services, sermon, other events that is being done. Other events like we have announcements, we have offering, right? What other events again? Thanksgiving, testimony, where the presentation comes and you see um, testimony at the top. You're like, if you are okay, don't let me bug you with that. All right, so it can be used to present worship lyrics. I believe we all know what lyrics is. The it's more or less when you are watching a movie, you tend to see the subtitle of the movie. So, but for songs, the words of the songs, those are lyrics. And each of the songs we sing, be it Yoruba, be it Hausa, be it in any way, it has word lyrics. Many of them, many of them, um, in some churches, when you go to some churches, you might be hearing what they are singing, but you may not really hear it clearly. There was a song back then that they were correcting choirs. I don't know if you guys did the correction to that. And they were saying that it is not praise the Lord, oh single, single. They said it is praise the Lord, oh singers sing on. So with the help of your presentation software, your lyrics can actually be presented. All right. So next one um, is Bible passages. Now there are different translations on Easy Worship 7. We have the King James, we have the BBE, we have the NIN, we have the NJKV, and so on and so forth. So Easy Worship is used to present this particular software, whereby you open the translation, the Bible translation. Popularly, we use King James, right? So it's used to present King James. Some pastors may tell you that I don't want this translation. Give me so and so translation. But with Easy Worship 7, if it was maybe Easy Worship 209, maybe you may actually have challenges in opening those Bible translation. But with Easy Worship 7, it's quite easy to open those translation. So apart from the lyrics, we have Bible translation. We also have sermon points. Sermon point is also used to live stream sermon points. Who can give me an example of a sermon point? Sermon point. Yes. Word. So it can be a sermon point for that particular Sunday topic. And with Easy Worship, you can present such. Another one is announcements. It's also used to present announcements. Normally, I don't know if we are to do it or if you guys usually do it before. As fellowship centers, you can't expect um, person announcing should the person announcing to announce the programs that are going on, and will still announce as fellowship centers too. But with the aid of Easy Worship, while the person is making his or announcement, you can quickly ship in the different house fellowship centers. By a way, you've already added location, Songo, or VI, or Abule Egba, or maybe any other places. So by doing that, you've minimized you've been able to present that aspect. Another one is images. Another one is video. For example, the Thanksgiving that went on, we're able to present a designed image of the pastor and his wife during the Thanksgiving service. Another one is video. Maybe there's a campaign going on within the region in the church, and they are like, media, we need you to project. With the presentation software called Easy Worship, you can present what? Such video. Another one is backgrounds. It can be background. No, the mic is on. So you can present backgrounds. Another one is live feed, camera live feed. Now, the live feed coming from an individual camera, you could present it, using Easy Worship. I'm sure you guys understand what is meant by live feed. Yeah, the output of what your camera is capturing, you can actually present that using the Easy Worship. Then we have other multimedia content. So if there's any question, you can just do to ask in the course of this class. It's a practical class, as I said earlier on. So Easy Worship is particularly useful because it allows media operators to prepare the order of program before the program. I'm sure we arrange our. It's not like what do you call it? It's not like I think it's a bit different from Phoenix. Yeah, it's a bit different from Phoenix. So before the program begins, and then control what the audience, the congregation sees during the program. Now, why do churches use presentation software? Modern churches often use more than displaying song lyrics. A church media operator may need to display lyrics while the worship team is singing, which we usually do. Display Bible passages during preaching. Maybe, for example, while the pastor is preaching, you may hear something like, and in a world that will live, Satan comes to kill and to destroy. It's a Bible verse, right? So with the aid of Easy Worship, you can quickly search kill and destroy and throw it on the screen. Show announcements, the next one. Play videos, display Simon Live, control backgrounds, send content to the projector or the LED screen like we do. Provide information to the pastor or the worship leader through a stage display. Do we have a stage display? So I'm sure you all know what's a stage display. And also support live stream production. Now, at the end of this training, you should be able to explain the purpose of Easy Worship. You should be able to navigate the Easy Worship interface. You should be able to create and manage worship song. You should be able to add and use Bible translation, create a Bible service schedule. Bible service schedule. Do we usually do that? I think Bible